Welcome back to Top 5. Leonard Lake and Charles Ng. In the early 1980s, this duo terrorized California. Leonard Lake, a former Marine, and Charles Ng, an illegal immigrant with a troubled past, found camaraderie in their sadistic desires. Together, they lured victims to Lake's remote cabin, where they would videotape their tortures. The pair was connected to several murders before they were apprehended. Lake died by suicide in custody, while Ng awaits execution, forever linked by the dark bonds of their twisted partnership. 9. Paul Bernardo and Carla Homolka. This Canadian couple formed a bond steeped in obsession and violence. Known as the Ken and Barbie Killers, they committed horrific crimes in the early 1990s, including the brutal assaults and murders of several young women, including Carla's younger sister. After serving only 12 years for her role in the crimes, Carla Homolka was released, igniting outrage across the nation and further cementing their infamy as a calculating duo. 8. Fred and Rosemary West. Operating in Britain from the 1960s to the 1980s, Fred and Rosemary West were a chilling manifestation of evil. They committed a series of heinous crimes, including the murder of at least 12 young women, often buried in the garden of their home. Their relationship was marked by domination, manipulation, and a disturbing love for violence, leading to their capture when the discovery of bodies came to light. Fred died by suicide in custody, while Rosemary continues to serve a life sentence. 7. Gwendolyn Graham and Kathy Wood. In the late 1980s, these two nurses in Michigan formed a chilling pact to kill elderly patients in their care. Gwendolyn Graham and Kathy Wood believed that their victims were unable to die peacefully, so they decided to grant them a disturbing form of mercy. The couple killed 5 people during their spree before being caught. The case drew national attention, highlighting how love can take grotesque forms and lead to unimaginable horrors. 6. David and Catherine Burney. This Australian couple operated in the late 1980s, luring women to their home in Perth under the guise of safety. Once there, they abducted, tortured, and murdered their victims, with a disturbing level of coordination between them that shocked investigators. Their crimes were eventually unveiled when a would-be victim escaped and alerted the authorities, leading to their capture. Their chilling sessions of brutality would haunt the nation as a testament to their cruel love. 5. Marcelo and Fatima, the Killers of the Ghetto. In the early 2000s, this Brazilian couple became notorious for their brutal murders in the São Paulo area. Marcelo was a gang member who brought Fatima into his life of crime. Together they took metropolitan terror to a new level, committing a string of murders while viewing it as part of a shared adventure. It was an obsession that engulfed them both, leaving a trail of fear and violence until they were eventually caught and sentenced. 4. Mickey and Mallory Knox. Inspired by the 1994 film Natural Born Killers, this fictional couple captures the chaotic love between violence and media sensationalism. Mickey, a charismatic drifter, and Mallory, a suburban girl escaping a dull life, embark on a crime spree fueled by passion and rebellion. Although not based on real-life individuals, their characters serve as a dark reflection of how love can be twisted into a murderous rampage. 3. Richard Ramirez and Doreen Leoie. Richie Ramirez, known as the Night Stalker, carried out a series of sexual assaults and murders in California in the mid-1980s. Doreen Leoie, a devoted fan, became infatuated with him, even marrying him in prison. Their relationship exemplified a dark fascination, where love intertwined with horror. For Doreen, the allure of the notorious killer overshadowed the grim reality of his crimes. 2. Ricky and Dina Tannehill. This American couple took a dark turn in the mid-90s when their love for each other led to a series of thrill kills. Targeting homeless people, they viewed each murder as an extension of their bond, believing they were sharing an experience together. Their crimes revealed a distorted view of loyalty, where murder became a twisted means of connecting on a deeper, though horrifying, level. Both were sentenced to life in prison. 1. Bonnie and Clyde. No list of infamous killer couples is complete without the notorious Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow. They became American folk heroes, but their legacy is steeped in violence and crime during the Great Depression. Robbing banks and instilling fear across the Midwest, their love story was one of rebellion and passion, marred by a trail of bloodshed. Their tragic end in a police ambush in 1934 solidified their mythos, transforming them into symbols of forbidden love and criminal chaos.